So hi friends, this is from Anup Kelkar Python Academy. So today we are going to learn another problem statement which is based on Python from LeetCode. Okay. So the problem statement name is Zigzag Conversion. As the name of the problem statement, you will get an idea. Okay. Actually, what we are going to do. So the basically it is based on string concept in Python. Okay. So the string is PayPal is hiring. This is a string, okay? So that is written in a zigzag pattern. So we have to write PayPal is hiring in zigzag pattern. This is a zigzag pattern, okay? So a given number of row like this, you may want to display the pattern in fixed font, and that is better for legibility. So following output should be like this, okay? But while reading this line by line, so we can read as in PayPal is, that is in zigzag form, okay? PayPal is hiring. So you have to get a better version or better spelling of this string. So you have to read this string in zigzag pattern, okay? So then you will get a better word actually what is written, okay? So but if you read line like this, p in row wise, so you can get a string like this, PAHNAPLSIIGYIR, okay? But this doesn't mean actually, okay? But if you want the correct uh, word, if you want to pronounce the correct word, so you have to read in pattern of zigzag pattern, okay? So you have to write a code, okay, that makes that string that makes the conversion into number of row, okay? So the convert function is there which passing two parameter as in string, and number of row is there. Basically we have 3 rows, okay? So if the input string is like this, PayPal is hiring, and we want to arrange into the 3 rows, so output should be like this, okay? The string that is arranged in 3 rows, so the string should be like this, and to get a correct word you have to read in pattern of zigzag form, okay? Next one, if we keep the same string but second time we keep the number of rows as 4, so it will arrange that string into the 4 rows. So it should become like this, pin lsig ya hrp. So it should be given the output like this, okay? So basically as we keep the string as a and we had put the number of row as 1, so output is only a is there, okay? Because there is not more than single character is there as a string. So but we have to, while doing this coding, we have to keep in mind, we have to set the constant like this. So whatever string we are using, their length should be lies in between 1 and 1000 characters, and s, which is consist of English letter, lowercase and uppercase letter is also allowed, okay? Comma and dot is also allowed, but we have to keep in mind the number of rows should be lies in between 1 and 1000, okay? So let's start, okay? So here if you see, we had created one class whose name is solution, okay? Under that we had created one method whose name is convert. Within the convert function we are passing, within convert method we are passing 3 parameter. Actually 2 parameter is there, self is automatically it will come as an s is a variable or parameter which holding the string type value. numRows is a variable which holding the how many rows are there while getting the string in pattern of how many rows, okay? So for that number of rows will hold the integer type of value, and as an output we are getting strings, therefore this is a return type, okay? So let's start. So first of all we have to first return the number how many rows are there, So for that we have to first pass the number of row in if clause. So if numRows equal to 1, that is a comparison operator. If the number of rows is 1, or if the numRows is greater than whatever length of string should be used. So for that we will use length function. Okay, ultimately it will return the string. Okay, so therefore we are returning string as in s character. Okay, okay. After that if the number of row is an empty string, so that will be written empty string should be print number of row times. So for that we are creating variable whose name is row. As in list we are passing empty string, that is numRows. After that if the current row is 0, okay, so that time that string is not going to the downside. Okay, so for to a string going to the downside, for that we are creating one variable whose variable name is going down. But if the number of rows are 0, so there is no need to shift your string in the downside. So for that we can define the boolean variable going down. Initially it is a false. Okay, later on we can use for c in s. Now here we will compare the rows with the current row. That should be match. One by one each of the element has been added to this empty string. Okay, later on if we keep this pattern in reverse direction, so if we hit the top or bottom approach, so for that we have to write the condition. So that is if current row is 0 or current row is the last row, that is a num rows minus 1. So that time going down is not going to the downside, so we have to keep the going down value as a true. So we can assign the true value to the going down while using the not before that false. Here we keep current row plus, that will be increased by 1, but when if the going down is there, if the going down is if it is false, otherwise that will return minus 1. Okay, and that will join whatever string we are getting, that will join one by one with the rows. Okay, that will return that will one by one character that will join with the empty string. Okay, so for that, first of all we have to create a object of the class, that is solution. Sorry, now with the use of this object, we can use the method of the class, that is what is the name of method here? Yeah, convert. Okay, we need to copy it here. Convert PayPal is hiring up to the third character. We need to use this zigzag pattern for 4 times. So for that we need to copy this one. Second time we need to change the number of row only. Okay, what we will get output. Next one, the last time we need to create only one, we want only one rows, and the string should be only, sorry, string should be only a, sorry, a is there. Okay, so let me copy it. Now we can run this one. Okay, so whether we will get expected output or not, let's see. Some runtime error is there. Okay, solution line number 16 and line number 1 error is there. We need to create this sorry, object outside of the class. Okay, okay, now we will run. Let's see whether we will get expected output or not. One wrong part is there. We are getting output like this. We are getting output like this. Okay, but expected like this. So we need to, while passing the empty string, okay, here we need to make it here. Okay, now run it. Yeah, now it is accepted. Okay, unnecessary we had given empty string. Okay, now it is accepted. So the case one is, as the string is PayPal is hiring and we need to create pattern of 3 rows. So according to that we will get the pattern like this. Okay, where as a PayPal string is hiring, PayPal is hiring, that time we need to create the number of rows in 4 rows. That time that zigzag pattern should be like this. Okay, and whenever we are getting the, whenever we are converting the string a, that should be converted into the one row. So exactly there is they will, one character is there, so that will print as in a. So that is, sometimes it is not possible to print in zigzag pattern also. Okay, so likewise we had completed this part. Okay, so most of all, while doing such kind of coding, we need to focus on initially problem statement, and later on you have to better work on DSA part for such kind of question. Okay, so for such kind of question we need to work on DSA part. Okay, so this is for today. If you have any doubt regarding this question, please do comment us comment down and subscribe our channel. Okay, thank you, have a nice day.